Hi folks, welcome to the Formula Ford, and we are following this for the entirety of Season 2. Every week there'll be a new track guide that will follow the D-Class series. That is the open setup, but we will be using the iRacing fixed setup for this one, so let's crack on with the fast lap. Right, fast lap done and dusted, and usually with these things I like to show you all the info tab. Obviously these are pre-recorded, so I'll show you the track information just so you can make an educated guess on how it's going to do on race day. Normally I'm pretty close, but yeah, sometimes it can be subtly different. Might be different these first few weeks until I find out what the actual sessions are doing. So the setup will be actually in my Discord. It is a Brands Hatch Indie setup from iRacing. I did change the gears on it, but it didn't make any difference. So it runs with I think it's called the short stack or the standard stack. Don't bother changing it at all. I don't think it makes any difference on lap time. Might do a slipstream, but the slipstream isn't too powerful in this thing until you get right up like 0.3 behind. So I don't think it's going to make a massive amount of difference to your lap time, to be brutally honest. But anyway, track temp of 88 Fahrenheit and a track usage which is moderate of 44%. So you'll see on your races it'll be low, moderate, or high. So that may change. Obviously, some grip, the levels at different temperatures will have different grip, therefore different lap times. But generally, if you can find more grip, you should go faster than me. And if it's got less grip, this track guide might be a little bit quicker. But it's all fun and games with a brand new car. But the lap I'm actually going to show you is lap 13, nice and lucky for some. It is a 1:33.372. Now, the lap 12 actually was my fastest lap, but it had a very, very awkward off track at, what corner was it? Turns 4, 5, 6, 7? Turn 7, I think it was. If I'm wrong, I'll put it up on the screen. But yeah, turn 7 went wide, got an off track, so we can't count that one. So annoyingly, it would have been even faster had I not had that off track. But it is a crucial corner to get right because it is very easy to understeer wide. This car is quite tail happy, so be cautious with it, particularly in turn 1 about starting to overtake you. Basically get your braking done, get the car turning in and ease on the power. You maybe want 20-30% throttle just to keep a bit of weight on that rear axle, and it kind of keeps it in check. So yeah, this is why you understeer a lot, because if you get your turn in wrong, you're going to get the exit wrong. So it's all set up from the turn in. Very awkward car to get right, but very, very fun. I'm really looking forward to this. Hopefully the race will be good. The wheels seem wider in off-board than they do on-board, so I'm guessing we're going to be banging wheels with quite a lot of people. But hey ho. So these are the sector times. I like to show these on the track guide because then you can really focus on where you are losing time or whether you are faster than me. So if you're faster than me in sector 1, you don't need to worry about sector 1. You go and focus on one of the extra sectors that I might be a little bit quicker on. That sort of saves you a little bit of time and you can focus on a certain few corners or anything like that. Otherwise, my Discord will be linked below. So there'll be the O lap in there, B lap, telemetry, replay file, and obviously the setup I use as well. So yeah, everything will be in there. But otherwise, I think that is everything to discuss. So let's crack on with the breakdown lap. Right then, lovely Brands Hatch, awesome place. This is great little circuit, but we are hunting for the 100 meter board there on the left hand side, and we're braking just after it, so probably way before the 50, but just after 100. Brake, drop it down into third, use all of the track on the left hand side there and bring it in. I need to be another car width over because I want to hit the end of the curbing there on the apex, but I'll run a little bit wide, dip something on the gravel there, but that is show you can get around it by racing too wide, but you want to be near the apex for the optimal lap. Next corner, turn 2, we are looking for the shadow or the 50-meter marker, 50 marker, whatever measurement it is. Brake, leave it in second. I found if you go down to first, you're doing too much on exit. So I found second was a little bit easier to go around there. So nice late apex is a hairpin. Get a good slingshot down to the hill to turn 3. Turn 3 is actually really, really fun, to be honest, but tricky if you get it wrong. So that little patch of concrete bit there, just there, we want to brake just before it. Use it, loads of apex curb, give it a little cheeky tickle as you go through, and use all of this exit right here. Get back on the circuit before it ends, otherwise there's an off track, which is really, really annoying, but you can go all the way out there, which is fun. So next one, before the curbing there, a couple of car lengths before, brake, stay on the outside of the curbing until it ends, and then cut back into the apex. You want a nice late apex, and annoyingly I missed this one as well, so you want to get to the apex as the curb ends there on the left hand side, but make sure you get a good slingshot out. By far the most important corner on the circuit, to get that corner with a fantastic exit, because it's a slipstream fest all the way down here to a very fast turn 5. Now 50-meter board here, we're braking just before it. Leave it in 4th gear. 3rd gear was a bit too high up on the revs there, so give the curb a little cheeky tickle as you go through. Don't cut the grass too much, it will unsettle the car, and be careful of exit here. The curb is very, very narrow, so you want to touch it but don't go too far over it. This little annoying kink now, just at the 50 board or the orange barrier, little dink on the brakes, down into 3rd gear, cut that curb, but you can get an off track, so be cautious, and you can use all the exit curb there, so bear that in mind if you are running a little bit wide. Up to the very awkward corner of Sheen, I believe it is, 50-meter board on the other side of the circuit, annoyingly. Cut this curb as much as you can. Again, be careful, there is an off track, but do not run wide on that grass. Death will happen if you touch grass out there. Another 50-meter board is going to be our best friend for braking for this one. Down to 3rd gear for this one. Loads of apex curb again, and be careful about getting on the throttle too early. It will push wide, this car. That's how I got my off track before on that corner. Ran wide on the grass. Really, really frustrating towards the end of the lap. Last corner, again, really, really important to get this one right. So 50-meter board, we're braking, dabbing it down into 3rd gear for this one. Nice turn in, settle the car, get on full throttle as early as you can. You can go full throttle really, really early. You got a little bit of dip there to help with rotation, so you shouldn't run too far wide, but be careful again if you do, because there is grass out there to come and meet you and ruin your lap. But otherwise, that is us across the line in a 1:33.372. Now, this lap had a few mistakes, and I could definitely go quicker. I don't know if I might see the 32s, but again, bear in mind what setups will do. I don't know how much, there's not a lot to change on this car, so I'm hoping it's kind of like the iRacing, that the fixed iRacing setups are actually very, very competitive. Found that in many seasons with the iRacing, to be honest. You can run the fixed setups in the Open Series without any problem at all. Hoping this is going to be the same. Really looking forward to this car, not going to lie, it is an absolute blast to drive. Really, really fun, a little bit slidey, a little bit understeery. But if you push it too much, you will come around the corner facing the wrong way, particularly here at turn 1. One more thing to mention as well, just be careful about this thing oversteering. There seems to be a little bit of an angle. There seems to be a nice midpoint where you can actually catch it. Once it goes past a certain degree, there is nothing you can do to catch it. I don't know what the degree is, but it feels like 30 degrees from the direction you're traveling. Once it goes past there, there is no chance saving it. You're going around in a circle. So keep it in the sweet spot and you'll be absolutely golden. Otherwise, if this did help you out, don't forget to like and subscribe to that lovely YouTube stuff, and I will catch you on the next one.